Yeah, y'all know what it is. It's TK the Poet. You already know, so you ain't gotta. Yeah. Just speaking my truth. This is not a diss song. It's just me speaking my truth. My truth might not be your truth, but you know what? This is how I gotta give it up. Yeah. I'm tired of people claiming they my equal. We ain't equal. They can't match my level. You ain't stepping. You ain't stepped that. Stop that flexing. Ain't no muscle behind that. That's why I draw the line. That close nigga, I back. Line that. Yeah. I'm tired of people claiming they my equal. We ain't equal. They can't match my level. You ain't stepping. You ain't stepped that. Stop that flexing. Ain't no muscle behind that. That's why I draw the line. That close nigga, I back. Line that. You barking like a big dog. You better get ready for the kickoff. You haven't seen what I saw. We are here with a fire match. We have Serenity Speak versus Lady Crucible. We finna get into this and we finna see who's gonna come on top. Is it gonna be a red dragon or we finna diagnose some? Like, I can't say that, we on YouTube, my bad. But we finna get into it real quick. So I'm gonna bring each one of them up. I want y'all to tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent. And we're gonna start with Lady Crucible. Tell the people who you are.
Hey, I'm Lady Crucible, the Mistress of Mayhem. Representing Chicago, but always weapon who? Them Red Dragons, baby.
Red Dragons in the building. We got Serenity Speak. Tell the people who you are and where you from and what team you represent.
I am Serenity Speaks and I represent Team Diagnosis from Kansas City, Missouri.
We in the building. Let's go ahead and get to the coin toss. We're gonna get ready to get into the coin toss real quick. Lady Crucible, what do you want? Heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay, let's get it. It is heads. Serenity Speak. Who do you want to go first? Lady Crucible, or is it going to be on you?
Lady Crucible.
Okay, let's get to it. Lady Crucible, it's going to be on you.
Breaking bread with the dead. Death spread on cold plates. That butter smooth slang, leaving tongues on steaks. Crack corners, crater glass dicks and pipe dreams. Chew glass smiles, tooth chipped on gold rocks. Gas man came through torching the blocks. Those new highs and lows. Dope on the low, but yet hood sinking in promethazine bottles. Bangers banging on plywood doors, then end up getting backdoored. Misunderstood scriptures. Raised by gunshots and whispers. But I'm the product of lost pictures. See, Project Baby, stateway claimed me. I'm concrete cradle. Playing tag with devils, not frenemies, wearing halos. My drip, sell heavy, weight and karma. Luxury and karmas, but I'm still numb from different drugs. See where I come from? Coming where from I'm from. All my life, I had to fight. Played defense tackling through life. Fuck the enemies, screaming to the sky. On phone them grave. I promise we gon' slide. Do heaven got a space for a real G? Can thugs souls gain wings and fly? On my knees in these fucking trenches, asking God why? Is there difference in indifference or am I living a lie? Insane in my sanity, reigning inglorious. Stained by pain, still danced in the rain, victorious. Touch clouds with burnt palms, soaked in agony. Pressure bust pipelines inside my mind. Silence drop bombs, napalms. Boom, boom. Lady, suffocating on my own name. Lucid nightmares on Elm Street. Lake Park steering, still walking in tremors. Bastards baptized in Michigan rivers. Atrocity mixed with audacity. Barbaric bullshit becomes crowns of tragedy. Searching for clarity, assume a side trending like coke lines. This ain't fiction. It's my sequel with no fucking ending. Mechanical pencils, no backspace to bend, no letdowns, just crowning pain with steel. But yet many caps got peeled. But I'm rocking crowds in broken boots. Walk through shit just to find the roots. Yet life's a bitch. Flip the glitch, the block switch, hit the switch. My fucking finger itch. No cure for a curse. That cringe, that devilish grin. I'm grinning back and still spitting sin. So what I feel, bled what I've been in. Street life strangles me softly. My pain strummed on this rustic guitar. That tight grip on my throat, but I still talk. Backwood laced with your last breath. Puffing, yet, and I'm still puffing memories as fear wraps my serenity. Corner stores became hood graveyards where teddy bears lay for Lil Tay because he lost his life that day. This is what it sounds like when the hood cries. Yeah, hood pharmacists create headstones, prescription swipe with EBT payloads, perk surfboarding down throats. Fuck it, I sell coke because coke heads crack cans to chase diesel highs. Veins dry like pipelines. There ain't no more peace to push, just lies. But yet ammunition paranoid, calibrating mind fire. No tit for tat, cause I strike first. Pins pulled, safeties off, landmines hum lullabies, tripped over tripwires. I'm burning empires, season 2 expired, and still I'm spitting fucking fire. But yet transpired in these streets. Dime mags with cracked stories and no receipts. Encased glass truth, my face blurred, silent killer pen, my voice disturbed, but yet backwoods psalms, scripture from the block, choked by my smoke, and bitch, I never stop.
Woman must be God the way you separate from her. Use her. Open her legs like a book to discard her, only to quote her when it's convenient. Trample over her findings, don't promote her, then say she must not exist. All the work you take credit for because that's what men does. You crack ribs just to get close to her, trying to get to the heart of the matter. But somehow you let the rhythm beat your own drum and don't allow her to do her own thing. See, this is what happens when you worship man. You forget all rules are decorum. It's my way or the highway. The world will move by my demand. Woman must be God. Don't forget how she saved you. When you were a little boy and fell off your bike, you didn't ask for him. You said, "Where's my mommy?" She birthed you, gave you a home to roam for 9 months, and you constantly run back to her, trying to bear your sorrows with ejections that can't multiply without her addition. Her body's a place that you try to run, but head of household only appears on your taxes. She says, "Sorry, this is my place." Funny, men always need to control something that isn't his. This is my world. The earth, the moon, and the universe will be controlled by my fate. Woman must be God. What if the being menstruates for 7 days, yet still has the energy to dodge bullets of repression shot at her daily like black boys drinking tea in Florida? And to skip a crown across prophets promising equal pay and presidencies, only to give her Secretary of State or Vice President, because that's all woman's good for is helping man. She's in control of her own vessel, expect to get blessings upon demand. Woman must be God. What if the being has a womb where people enter and come out whole like heaven? People sing hymns just to enter her gates. Hallelujah if you break the code, and she'll redeem you with redemption if you make a mistake. Second chances are given over and over again, even when you cheated with her best friend. Commandment. There'll be no other gods before thee. And as always, she forgave you because that's what woman does when she loves man. But what other being allows you to pray on her and pray to her over and over again? And then one day, the clouds part, the rivers flood. You think it's the end of time. Actually, it's just the end of man's reign. Woman must be God. She could be. She very well might be. That's it.
We are here. We live in effect. We just got through hearing the great words of Lady Crucible and Serenity speak. Live in effect. Hey, this is going to be one of the ones that you're going to have to pay close attention to, and we're going to have to nitpick every, because this was two great poets going head to head, back to back. This is Diagnosis versus Red Dragons. We in the building. Let's go ahead and get to these scores real quick. Man, we're going to start with B Rich. B Rich, tell the people who you are and where you from and what team you represent.
This is B Rich with Do 7 Records, representing the team Diagnosis out of Kansas City, Kansas, and residing in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Let's get to this. Let's get to it. Let's start with Lady Crucible. What do you have for penmanship? Or do you want to get into some words? You want to get straight into the scoring? What do you want to do?
And I'm gonna let Pussy do it because I know what's about to happen. So I'm gonna get you straight into my score.
Okay. So what do you have for penmanship for Lady Crucible?
I gave her a 4.
Okay. For impact?
I gave her a 4.
For believability?
I gave her a 3.
For substance?
I gave her a 3.
For delivery.
I gave her a 3.
Okay, and that is a total score of 17. B Rich, let's go ahead and jump to Serenity Speak. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave her a 5.
Okay, for impact.
A 4.
For believability.
I gave her a 4.
For substance.
I gave her a 4.
And for delivery.
I gave her a 4.
And that is a score of 21-21. Let's go ahead and jump to Posey. Posey, tell the people who you are and where you from and what team you represent.
Posey, man, Dallas, Texas, Red Drag.
Okay. I mean, do you have some words? Do you want to get straight into it?
First off, both of them was hard in the motherfucker. But I got some shit I'm piggybacking off of. But yeah, let's run it. Fuck it.
Okay, let's go to Lady Crucible for penmanship. What do you have for penmanship?
Lady Crucible. She knows she the truth. You see what I'm saying? Every week she bring it. She got better. She fell out. She got better. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like it could have been harder this week. The shit was cold. You know, motherfucker. She been hyping it up. I've been expecting it, so I've been holding her to this. I don't feel like she gave me everything today. But so penmanship, man, I'm gonna go with a 3.
Okay. For impact.
Impact, I'm gonna give it another 3.
For believability.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
For substance.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
For delivery.
Delivery, I feel like she was putting that shit together. So shit, I'm gonna give her a 4. I feel like the way she delivered the shit was hard to mimic. Like one time, but it wasn't that this week, man. It wasn't that. I held you to a whole. You know what I mean?
Okay. And that is a total score of a 14. Let's go to Serenity Speak. Serenity Speak. You want to drop some bars, or you want to get back to the scoring?
I really want to say this, but I be in my own little world sometimes and shit, and I done sat back and kicked it like a motherfucker, and I done came up with this little theory and shit that what if God was a woman? Like I really done thought this shit like before, right? It was a funny ass shit, but I was just, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you can't get to talk about religion and shit all over there.
Right.
So I was just keep it like that, but that shit was hard.
Okay, let's get into it. What do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay. For impact.
Impact, I'm gonna give it another 4.
Okay. For believability.
Shit, I give it a 5, cause I'm telling you that shit might be for real, man. I'm telling you, I'm vibing with that shit. Like that shit, it's weird,
Okay.
but it's crazy, but it's true, man.
Okay. For substance.
Substance, I'm gonna give it a 4.
And for delivery.
See, this the cold thing. The shit was hard. I vibed with the poem the whole goddamn way through. I was tuned in. I'm over here listening like a motherfucker. But I don't feel like she delivered it how she was supposed. It was hard than the motherfucker, but the delivery would have gave me, that would have left me no choice but to get this whole poem from nothing but 5s across the board. But I said all that to say the delivery was a 3.5 today.
It gotta be a 3 or a 304. Which one do you want to give her? 3 or 4?
Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Now just look, man. I gotta get it delivered. Gotta get it delivered. I give it 3.5, man.
So we're going with a 304. What are we going with?
Technical difficulty right there, man. I'm leaning towards the 3, but I feel like the 4 is like, because the poem was so fucking hard. I'm gonna go with the 3.
Okay. We're going with the 3. Okay, and that is a total score of 20. All right, so let's go ahead with TK the Poet. You know, I'm sorry that I might gotta be the villain and the bad guy of the story, you know, and sometimes, you know, it be like that. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get to Lady Crucible. So, Lady Crucible,
I gave you. I ain't gonna sugarcoat. I gave you threes all across the board, and I look. So the reason why I gave threes all across the board is because I felt like you could have did more. It was no intricate in and no going in and out. Usually, you have bars and you're right on layers. I feel like this one was straightforward and straight to the point, and it really just didn't make me think a little bit. So for penmanship, I gave it a three. For impact, I gave it a three. For the reason why I gave it a three in impact, because if the presence wasn't there. The spirit that you usually bring, the spirit wasn't there. So for its the impact, the believability, the substance delivery, it kind of all ties in. I just felt like it could have been done a lot better. So just like this was one of the ones that I felt like, yeah, this was it. Now I feel like you can do this poem over again and put a little bit more into it, and you'll probably come up with a better score. So let me go ahead and jump to Serenity Speak. Serenity Speak. I gave you all fours across the board. Your poem was awesome. The fact that it might be a woman. I don't know. They remind me of a movie that I watched. It was talking about how a woman was God and how she came, but that's a whole different story. But I felt it. So the reason why I gave you all four is because it was fire, but it was just needed a little bit more in each category for me to give you a perfect score of a 25. So let's go ahead and jump to the main screen. Let's go and add these up and let's go ahead and get to it. We here with another one. We're finna get to the scores real quick, and we're gonna see who came on top and count these numbers up. For me, for Lady Crucible, I gave you a 15. Lucy gave you a 14, and B Rich gave you a 17, with the total score of 46 for that round for right now. Let's go to Serenity Speak. Serenity Speak. You have a 20 from TK the Poet, a 21 from Pussy, and a 20 from B Rich, with a total score of 61 right now until we get the next judge. So until then, look, that was a fire match. I appreciate you, Serenity Speak. Uh, Good work, Lady Crucible. Awesome job. And we finna get into the next poem.
Give me